Do you know what I hate? A lot of stuff, actually. But do you know what I hate in this very particular moment? I'm hating WWE 13. Now, I know we've already done a video on WWE 13, and I was like, oh wow, this game is amazing. And so I'm going to contradict myself a lot here. But that's because I've played through the game more. And the more you play through the game, the more bugs you find. And the more frustrating it gets. Once again, THQ have released a game that's riddled with bugs. Now, I'm going to start here with matches. The 1 counts. I don't know if anyone who's played this game has noticed this. There is no such thing as a 2 count in this game. It's either a 1 count or a 3 count. How the hell that bug got past testing, I don't know. Because that is a glaring issue if you can't have a 2 count. That can't be missed. Collisions. There's another issue. Time after time after time I've done a power bomb or a lifting move near the ropes, and a player's got caught up in those ropes, even though they were nowhere near it. One time, I did a sit-out powerbomb, and my player bounced up and landed on the ropes in a 619 position. Brilliant. And tables. Finish countless table matches, putting a player through a table, and they sort of stop on top of the table. Or if you're doing a jumping move off the top of the ropes through the table, the player floats mid-air. If it's in the middle of a match, it's almost a game-ending bug. You can't get them out of that position, they get stuck there. If it's the end of the match, no big deal, it just looks stupid and annoying. Zack Ryder. I'm pissed off with Zack Ryder in this game. He seems to appear in every cutscene that I've had. And when you're loading up a match, he just suddenly appears on the match card. He's not in the match. He might not even appear in a cutscene in the match. He just appears on the match card. Why? I mean, THQ finally fixed the bug where he comes down to the ring being announced as the WWE Champion when he's got the Internet Championship. But he's still just everywhere for no reason. And that's the other thing, they fixed that bug. They put out a patch. THQ put out a patch a few weeks after. Well done. Very quick. A patch to fix bugs that shouldn't have been there. Bugs that should have been worked out in testing. But yet THQ want you to be grateful for that. They want you to be happy. You should be very, very grateful that they put out this patch for you that fixes Zack Ryder being called the WWE Champion. What about our 1 counts? What about everything else? What about the fact that every match, the AI seems to want to get out of the match and go and take the top off the announcer table? Never uses the table, just likes to take the top off and then go back in the ring. Why? How stupid is that? That's not even the worst bit. Okay? We've been told by THQ, oh wow, universe mode, so much more to it. 200 new cutscenes with branching storylines. What did they forget to tell us? Oh, that's only for Attitude Era superstars. So if you're someone like me, who loves customization, and don't get me started on the customization and the errors there, I'll get into that in a minute. I can't play as my created superstar and have new cutscenes appear, because it's the same cutscenes from last year. I haven't seen a new cutscene. I played hours and hours and hours and hours of this game, and I've seen the same old cutscenes. Unless I play with Attitude Era superstars, then you get the new cutscenes. Some people may not want to play as Attitude Era superstars all the way through. They might want to see new cutscenes with newer superstars, or their new created superstar. And again with the cutscenes, story, create a story. This year, it's exactly the same as last year. And I don't mean like, oh, they haven't really changed much. No, it's exactly the same. The new matches like I Quit, you can't use in Create a Story, because it hasn't been programmed in. It is the exact same Create a Story from last year. Nothing new. Now created superstars. Anyone who's watched anything with me in it will know that I love customization. This year, they have the same bug with Created Superstar as they've had for about 5 years now. 5 fucking years. Really? When you copy a Created Superstar's attire, it resets everything other than the attire. The moves, the entrance, all gone. You have to redo it all from scratch because it resets it. This is from a few years ago when people were able to copy superstars and it would copy their attributes over, so you'd have a maxed out superstar without having to work for it. And THQ didn't like this, so what they did was they set it up so that if you copied your superstar, it reset their attributes, but it also reset their moves and their entrance. And then they changed it the next year so that you could set the attributes anyway. You didn't have to work for the attributes, they were already unlocked, you could set the attributes to whatever you want. But if you copied an attire, that bug was there. It was the same as copying a superstar. It would reset the entrance and moves of that superstar. Now, I make a superstar. I put tattoos on the superstar. Customized tattoos. It's really tedious to have to do that every single time and make it match up. If you're a perfectionist like me, it has to be exactly the same. So if you forget to copy the 4 retires before you do the entrance and moves, you either have to do it the tedious way, or copy it and reset the moves and entrance, or deal with it. About 5 years. And they still haven't ironed out that little bug. Do you know what I say? Fuck that shit.